Technically, he was my great uncle. He was born in 1890 and he lived until 1980, which was 90 years. In between that 90 years, my great-grandfather knew him, my great-great-uncle knew him, my grandfather knew him, and my father and my uncle knew him. His brother Clarence, my great-great-grandfather, died in 1964, the year Uncle Harley sold Kentucky Fried Chicken to Brown and Massey and retained ownership of the Canadian franchises. My side is the only ones in the family to call him Uncle Harley. At least it was until I started making contact with more family that knew him. They would call him Uncle or HD or Colonel. HD was an Indiana thing. Franchisees, some of his original franchisees, called him Pappy, but my side called him Uncle Harley. That was our nickname for him. And though he died 17 years before I existed, I have a pretty good understanding of who he was and what kind of person he was because I was raised by my grandparents. And my grandpa really did know him very well. And I grew up on stories about him. And his father, my great-grandfather, the Colonel's other nephew, also knew the Colonel very well. And he passed on stories down to my grandpa, and my grandpa passed those down to his kids and me.